I saw this article earlier today that the New York Stock Exchange is considering doing 24/7 trading. It sounds like a good idea. The problem with the idea is that the market is based off volume. And during that time, there's not going to be a lot of volume simply because the market is made and moves by larger investors, institutional investors. So we're talking about people that can move the market significantly. And those people normally play in the market sometime between, say, 9:30 to about 11:30 in the morning, and normally in the afternoon hours. I day trade myself, and I day trade somewhere around maybe 3 days a week. I try to only trade maybe 3 days a week simply because I'm looking for certain times to be able to optimize when I can actually do well with it. I know that if there's certain news that's coming out, I don't want to be trading at certain times because the news may impact how much profit is made or how much I lose. So I choose to be at a spot where I'm mostly as neutral as possible because I'm small fish and big fish is the ones that make the most money in the market. I know that if I trade, and most day traders know this, that if you trade between the hours of 9:30 to 11:30, that's when you're going to have the most volume during the day. The institutional investors, hedge funds, they normally go to lunch at about 11:30, so the volume significantly falls off between 11:30 to about 1:30 every day. And then those buyers and the market makers are also out of the market during that time, between 11:30 to about 1:30, simply because they're at lunch. Now, when they come back from lunch at about 1:30, 2 o'clock, then the market volume starts to creep back up. Then there's profit taking that happens towards the end of the day, and then the market closes out. Of course, you have pre-market trading that takes place, and you have post-market trading that takes place also. But again, the volume in those sessions are very, very, very low. Again, because a larger money only trades during certain times of days, and that's it. Now, yes, 24/7 trading is a great idea. A lot of smaller investors can do some type of trading during that time. Again, there's not a lot of volume that more than likely will happen during that time, but there's an opportunity there. Currently, bonds, currencies, commodities, they all trade 24/7 anyways. But New York Stock Exchange taking this leap, it might be a good thing. We'll see. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. I don't really see the huge impact. I think most institutional investors and large investors are more than likely going to do the same thing they've been doing for decades now. Trade between the hours of 9:30 to 11:30, and again, after 2 o'clock every day. Certain times of the week, traders don't even trade. Everybody knows that on Friday afternoon, the volume stops and falls off steeply. Why? Because large money investors are now headed out of town for their vacation homes or their weekend homes. So they don't trade. The volume falls off significantly during that time. We also understand that even certain times of the year, the volume falls off. So volume falls off between the months of June and August. Why? Simply because large money takes vacation. They summer in overseas and they're gone. So there's not a whole lot of volume. I mean, the volume is still significant, don't get me wrong, but it drops off during those period of time. But again, sounds like a great idea, stock exchange. Can't wait to see what happens with it. Hopefully it does well again, but I don't really see a huge impact to the market.